AZ's here. Hey, AZ, how you doing? Hey, Dominic,
Good evening.
how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Just all right.
Yeah, just all right.
Now you sound like me. Yeah, the weather's not so nice here again today.
Hmm.
Kind of a little spritzy, rainy stuff. Been like that
Yeah.
all day.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd love for there to be a little bit of heat, considering it is summer. So, AZ,
Doesn't Tim have heat?
yeah, he has, but I don't.
Uh, what was I?
Other side of the country.
Hey, Don.
Top end's they're stealing all our heat.
Okay, real. Okay.
Hi, Dave.
How are you?
Yeah, as I said to Paul, hanging in there.
Is it still kind of
Hello,
cool
Dave.
down there? Hey, Paul,
Yeah,
how are you?
it's still cool and dreary.
Thanks for the invite, Paul.
Yeah, I had to let Mia out, and so I got the door cracked a little bit. It's chilly out, but
Yeah,
when she gets done, she'll come back and she'll nose it open. Then I got to go close the door.
it's like 38 here.
So what is it there?
38.
38.
Yeah, it's pretty cool down here.
Hmm.
Well,
Checking in.
let's see. What is it here? 41 and rainy.
61 and pretty dreary out there.
Yeah. So AZ was first. AZ is kind of lurking here.
Yeah,
He yelled out Dom.
yeah.
Russell Glarum, how you doing?
Hey, David.
Russell.
Hey, Russell.
Yeah. Russell says AZ made it into the chat, so now he can join.
Yeah, yeah, Tim.
Hey, Mr. Tim, are you going to come and join us, Tim? Oh, I got to turn off the damn emojis.
Tim, a.k.a. Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed the emojis.
Oh,
Okay, I think I got it all now.
yep. You got you got the link and it's pinned and the heart's gone. So,
And the hearts are gone. Yep.
mhm.
Well, I don't know. Maybe David liked the hearts. I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
Well, they,
Is that what you?
Zoom added the little heart emojis automatically going by themselves.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, so I have to, yeah, I have to go back to a certain screen we found,
Mhm.
and I have to uncheck it and then save it. And every time, not just once, every time I go on,
Oh man, that's a crock.
just another pain in the butt, you know?
You guys see where Amazon's charging $2.99 a month to not have uh, uh, commercials in their unlimited music and all that.
I don't use
Yes,
Amazon.
I don't use Amazon for that. I don't use it for video or limited or
Yeah,
music.
I
Amazon,
don't
I
that
only use
much.
Amazon
I do
Video.
occasionally. I'm probably not going to use them now.
Well, you'll be dancing around the apartment.
Actually, I get a lot of my music off YouTube because they have the like this. I'm listening right now to this Otis Gibbs, who's an old guy out of Indiana. Uh, been all around the world. Is a really cool old guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Mr. Joe's here.
Go.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
You don't have any shoot to do?
7 p.m.
7 o'clock. Well, that's 8 o'clock our time. Yeah.
8 your time.
12
If I
my
can stay
time.
awake. Hey, how you doing?
you Central, Joe?
Yeah, he's central.
Okay, so am I.
Mm.
I went out and visited with my Marine Corps son up in Folsom, where his mother-in-law there, with the mother-in-law up there,
Mhm.
Ah,
and went out in the back where you can shoot because it's all country up there, and the dad's got a little shooting range way back in the back in the woods. When we get back there, and first shot, 2 deer jump up and take off.
oh,
Oh man,
yeah, and they're yelling at each other. There goes the neighborhood.
Well, they were like 20 feet from us. We didn't see them. They were just in the bush.
Yeah.
When we first shot hit that target, they both up and gone. But I'm mad at my son. He outshot me today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and the thing is the way it works, the person that loses has to clean it. So I'm gonna be cleaning it later. Yeah, we only put 24 rounds through it because I didn't want to bring the 357 because I wanted to stop and get 38 specials for it because 357 rounds are 3 times the cost. But the good news is we were shooting a target that was about 25 feet from us. And if that was a person, he'd have been hit every time. It would have been in random places, but he'd have been hit every time. Then I flew the Air 2S and the Mavic 3.
Oh, did you?
And I got the Mavic 3 and he says, you can let me fly it. 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 He keeps doing that, right? And I'm gonna let you fly it, but you gotta be careful with it. He goes, how fast is it? I said, you're not flying it. When he said, how fast is it? I said, you're not flying it. You're not gonna fly that one fast. And I finally handed him the controls. We had about 40% battery, 50% battery. And I put him at 200 feet because there were a couple of trees I had about 140 feet. I put him at 200 feet, and he gets the sticks and goes, it takes off. It just takes off. And then that's not even the worst. He's running all around doing yaws and everything. Then he just hits the back. It turns around coming backwards. I said, dude, you can knock propellers off that thing. Stop. But he put the Air 2S up, and the Air 2S was going 42 miles per hour in sport. And I'm gonna try to put a little video out of the stuff I took. And all I'm gonna call it is nothing but country. Because I mean, we took pictures. I flew around the chicken coops and everything. And it was fun just being up there with them for a couple of hours.
Mm.
Did you see this one this morning, Dominic? You weren't there this morning.
No.
That holds a Coke can.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm gonna put the little slithering piece on. I got it. Gonna be like that.
Yeah. Comes up
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
well.
actually gonna make one a little thinner because the glue that way I could kind of press it and mold it into place.
Mm.
But it's a little slithering like that, and it's gonna go right on here.
Mm.
And I'm making my son's right now. It's for a slimmer can. He drinks the iced teas, the
Oh,
liquid
yeah.
teas.
Another one, you mean? Yeah.
His bottle will fit right into the slimmer can one.
Oh, great.
But my daughter-in-law thought that was the best thing ever.
Mm.
But this print on the is like 5 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, I put it on right at about noon when I was leaving. And it says it's got another hour and 35 minutes. But I do think that AZ was right. It was that other filament. I think something was wrong with it because this filament was working good.
Oh, good.
This the brown one, the wood one. That overture. I'm still fighting with this baby one. That's the gold. That's the gold color I put on it. I'm still fighting with it whether to put the letters out or in, so that if I think like this one here, I made the letters like holes. So what I could do, I could actually take a Crayola and fill it in, and the name will show up perfect.
Yeah.
So I think I might do it that way because that might last longer instead of possibly knocking a letter off. That gold is pretty. I changed it again, Paul. I took the letters on the bottom and instead of having them out, I made them go in like a hole. So I could take a Crayola and just fill it in. And that way it'll be fairly muted, but they'll just fill it in the name and it'll be like paint on the inside.
Yeah, you recess them and then you color it.
Yeah, I think it'll look better. If I can read it perfect, all I have to do is just fill it in. I could use paint for that. I could just put a little paint and wipe the top off.
Mhm.
But Paul, I'm printing that second can from my son. I did it at noon,
Yeah.
and it's still got an hour and 33 minutes, and it's getting close to the top. And his like this will be finished.
Dominic, did you get your printer ordered?
Yeah.
Your 3D printer?
Me? I don't have the money for it. But if I did, I'd be ordering one.
But you see, I got the name of the Slytherin from Harry Potter. It's gonna be glued right on the side.
There you go.
Oh, no.
That way I don't have to worry about different colors. I can do the different colors. Yeah, they were crazy when they saw him because they're such Harry Potter fans. When they saw it, they couldn't. They said, "Man, that's gonna be so good." They got a little shelf area at the house where they put stuff about Harry Potter. So they
Yeah.
said they're gonna load it up. They're gonna load it up with this. My son liked the wine the best.
Really?
I told him it doesn't work. I tried to see if I get some more money also out of it. But Dominic, you know where the rabbit hole is? When you go
Yeah, I know,
online and you
they-
find all the multiple those silk colors, and it's the ones that have the multiple colors in it that blended different ways. So
Mhm.
if you're doing something like a dragon egg, you'll have multiple layers of like rainbow
Yeah.
colors mixing. There's your rabbit hole right there because they're on sale. And I just went through them and looked at them and stuck them in a cart on Amazon. And then I looked at the cart and I said, "Oh hell no!" Because I'm at about $150 just in filament. You know, I don't need it right now. It ain't gonna happen right now. It'll be on sale again.
Mhm.
Hey, Paul, up by you to have Jimmy John's restaurants?
We used to, but I think they went out of business here.
Yeah, because we got them all over the place. Drew Brees actually owns quarterback. He used to be for the Saints. He's part of the franchise.
Ah,
Yeah, I stopped by there today and grabbed number 9, which is after him. It's like an Italian sub with all the different meats, the provolone, the olive oil, everything. Grabbed one of those, and I went in the rewards club, and they said, "You know, you do a free cookie." I said, "A free cookie?" So got a peppermint chocolate chip cookie.
Wow.
Yeah, this one's gonna be good to eat. This is gonna be a late night with hot chocolate.
ah,
Peppermint chocolate chip.
chocolat.
So if they win tonight, which I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna win tonight. This other team is just too damn good. If they win tonight, they play tomorrow at 5. Let's see, make sure I'm looking at it right. Okay, game 23.
So if they rise to the occasion,
Yeah. I'm missing one here. Game 23. They win that one. Okay, I see it. If they lose the game, they play at 3:30 tomorrow. If they win, they play at 5. Because they're down now to the 14. They're in the final 4.
so is this for like a state championship or something?
That's just a tournament. All the schools put a in the beginning of that's gonna make Tammy Jean string. But in the beginning of the basketball season, like in November and December, they might be 15 tournaments. that these teams go in. And
Now,
then start January,
is this the boys basketball or the girls?
Oh, no, it's
boys
worth it.
today. Yeah. Hey, AZ, we do have Jersey Mike. I have never eaten there.
Yeah.
I got one right down the street from me. Yeah, Jersey Mike runs about $1 more per sandwich than Jimmy John's. And that's the one thing that's why it stops me. But I've heard their sandwiches are better. I might have to try one in a couple of days. I mean, it's like a mile from me. I just know if it's that good, I'll get hooked on it. They said they're much better than Jimmy John's. That's what I've heard. But you're
Oh
paying.
yeah,
it
Jersey
costs-
Mike's has a great reputation.
Yeah, so Jimmy John's, the sandwich I paid, that was $9 today. If I go to Jersey Mike, basically the same sandwich is like $11.
Mhm.
But I could take that same $10 and go over to Siam Meat Market and get that roast beef. That's got like almost a pound of roast beef on it, and gravy and lettuce and tomatoes. And I don't feel bad spending $10 for that. I bought one a couple of days ago, cut it in half, ate half of it, and saved the other half for later that day. And I was full all day. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go get me the number 13 attack. I'm gonna try it.
Here comes Mr. Justin.
There he is. He's finished these.
Hey,
He's finished his chores.
Yep, he's finished these chores.
The wife must have dismissed him out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right, Justin?
Nope. I didn't do them in defiance.
Oh, we know what happened.
just
We all been there. We understand.
Yeah, we understand.
Mm.
Sometimes you just look at them, smile, and say, "Yes, dear."
Yep.
You hear it every time Gitchy tells me something about vegetables. Hey, yes, dear.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna come on and get on me again. Watch. She's lurking.
It's good, mate.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
Went shooting with my son up in Folsom, up by the house where his in-laws live.
Uh-huh.
We went to the back. First shot that hit the target. 2 deers jumped up and took off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had 2 little does out there that took off.
They were in the bushes.
They were 20 feet from us. We didn't see them.
Let's see. David, Russell, Mark,
Yep.
Tim, DW.
And I
David.
can't talk crap to him because he outshot me today.
BW says that Jersey Mike's is way better than Jimmy.
Okay, I'll
Jimmy
take
John's.
note of that.
That's what I've heard. I'm like, okay, y'all win. I'm gonna try it. I'll have one Tuesday by Tuesday. Might have one before Tuesday.
Feel like they didn't have to do much to talk you into that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try it. It's just like I said, it's about $1 to $2 more per sandwich. That's what stops me. Because I could eat a lot cheaper cooking at home. And probably a lot better because I'll have vegetables. So the deal is, Justin, that whoever loses has to clean the weapon.
So you lost.
So the weapon's here means I'm cleaning it tonight.
Mm.
I told him it wasn't fair because I haven't shot that one before. He has. He said, no, it's because you're old.
Well, usually the
They're
kids
dynamite.
are not very diplomatic, calling you
Dan.
out being old, you know?
Nah, he's like that. I love him, you know. But I didn't bring like I said, I didn't bring the 357 because I didn't want to waste a $2 round, you know.
Mm.
And we got boxes and boxes of 9mm, so 24 don't hurt nothing. But this was his gun original. He bought this one, sold it to the brother, and the brother sold it to me. And he told me, he says, "Yeah, I like the way it feels. I want it back." I said, "Yeah, I got to die first." But I did tell him, I said, "Give me $400, you can have it back." He said, "That means I got to buy it twice." I said, "Well, you should have sold it."
Uh,
But we were both out there shooting it, and we didn't have any ear protection, right? And I mean, his ears were ringing, my ears were ringing. And he looks over at me and said, "Yeah, that's all right though." He said, "I
I'll
can
be
just
right
let the
back,
Marine Corps
guys.
know it's tinnitus,
Okay,
so they'll give me some money for it."
we'll keep a hold on it.
Retro HD gamer, what's up?
It has to be Dan because he came on with the word boobs. That's a code word.
I don't know. I don't assume that just because the last two people we assumed was Dan turned out it wasn't him.
Yeah,
So,
but he used the code word.
I think I'm gonna stop on the way to the game and get a box of 38 specials because he's gonna be out there for another week almost. I'm going there. We'll shoot those 38s out, that 357 out there.
damn it.
Hey, Dre.
Right. Tim's in there too. That's the first time he's ever beat me in shooting. That kind of like sucks.
I'm busy building Legos. Leave me alone.
And that's code word for folding clothes.
Oh, I'm actually building a Lego set.
Should have done a stream with it.
The one thing I said I would never print if I got a 3D printer for those stupid little boats.
Oh, the little Benchy?
Yeah, I said benches. I won't do it. Not gonna do it, right?
And you did it.
Check out the banana boat bench. I did it in gold. But
Ooh,
that came out pretty nice.
looks good.
The banana boat benchy. And I got the battleship benchy. So I'm up to 5 benches. And I said I'd never do it.
Oh, you never said you'd buy a printer either, and you did that.
You're right. I have a Yoda benchy, Remember what the white one is. He even built a little benchy dock to put him in. A little dry dock. Oh, it's a lattice work. Like,
Yeah,
and then the original is the wood grain one. That's the original
cool.
kind. And I have him on a little wave. And the green one got Yoda in it. Hey, Justin, did you see what my son gave me yesterday?
No.
The little thing of sand
Mhm.
from Red Beach to Iwo Jima.
You know,
Okay.
Iwo Jima, where they put the flag up,
Mm.
that's sand off the beach from over there.
Oh, cool.
And I made a little shadow box to put it in.
There you go.
So I will put the picture in the
Nice.
background and put the sand in the front.
Nice.
But I looked at that and I measured it down to where it fit perfect. And I'm gonna have it up. But I looked at it in brown. I said, you know what? I'm gonna spray paint it in black. I like it in black better.
Either that or gold.
No, I'm gonna do the black. I think it'll stand out better.
So what time is Matt going on tonight, Justin?
7 p.m. as far as I know.
8 p.m. just like always.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.'s midday here. It's usually 7 p.m.
Or 7 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Max.
Hey, Max Air, how you doing?
And Max has been lurking. He heard me cough, so he told Tanner, go clip it, Dad.
Yeah.
Go clip it.
Yep. He's clipping that.
Tell her it just came on. It happened too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I put my hand right here like this, I can fall asleep.
That's not good. You got to go do some work tonight.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm tired. I am Today I've been tired all day.
Well, just between you and I, your schedule at your age is you're burning the both ends.
What are you
I'm
saying?
in
You
the middle.
old?
What are you talking about?
What?
Both ends and the middle.
What are
Yeah.
you calling them old?
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
over
I am.
35 like you, Justin, is old.
Y'all must be ancient then.
Mm.
Yeah, I am.
Oh man. We got the downstairs neighbor. He was moving out yesterday. They had an estate sale. I thought he had died. When they had the estate sale, I didn't know what was going on. And hadn't seen him in a while. That's why I thought he died. They said, no, he's getting married. I went, he's getting what?
Huh.
He's 80 years old. 80 years old. He drives he's a driver for a limo service here in New Orleans. That's what he does. The guy gets around a lot better than me. Found some woman that came down here and owned all the property in Pensacola, Florida. Gonna marry him and bring him back to Pensacola, Florida.
Joe, did you see your message from Tim? He's freaking out in the chat because you're not reading it.
Check it. Hold on, I'll go look for it. You
Check your
sent a
message.
messenger. I see. It wasn't. It
Andrew, good evening.
must be a message in the chat. I don't see messenger. Nothing on
Right.
messenger.
No, there's no message in the chat.
Nothing on messenger, Tim.
Okay.
Well, if you got his under his new Aussie American.
Yeah, but he would send it to me. He'd come to me.
Try that STL. I don't know what the hell. What's an STL, Justin?
Is it
Yeah,
the
what
the
you need.
the
The
collapsible
file you
sword?
need- The file you need for the 3D printer.
Oh, I thought
You sent me a
STL. Stop
A
before.
pirate sword. That might be what he did. Wow.
What are y'all looking at?
I'm looking at messages.
I'm trying to figure out what STL means.
It's a file for
STL?
print.
It's the
Yeah,
file
he sent
you
me. He
use.
sent me an STL file. It's a collapsible pirate sword. And I looked at it because it's just a handle, right? So I flipped it over, and you can see all the different layers inside. So you could go, you just swing it out, and it comes out.
Oh, like just click, click type of thing.
STL is a
I
type
will
of
make-
file format for prints.
Yeah, I may have to
Format.
make that. That looks pretty cool.
Well, that would make sense that he would come up with a pirate sword, because he's a pirate at heart.
See how long this
No,
takes.
that's the one. Yeah, that was the one Tim sent me a long time ago. When you get done with the print, you can like fling it out and it just comes flying out.
Yeah, they have another one. They have another sword, but not a pirate one. I didn't like the other one.
It's like a collapsible sword, right?
4 hours, 36 minutes. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that one may be printing when I leave here. Because I got a couple hours, 3 hours before I come back. I may put that one on and put that in silver and have it all silver.
Tim said he made 20 of them, gave them to all his friends' kids, and they just loved them.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna make one tonight, Tim.
Print 2 of them, and you and your son can have some sword fights around the house.
There you
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
go.
Oh, you worried about him taking you?
I-
Yeah, I get
I
it.
got out of breath walking to where the target was today. I ain't about to fight nobody.
I get it. He's worried about his son taking him on. Got it.
Don't worry about it.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go under the dirt. No, I actually felt my age walking through the woods today. Nick looked over at me and he said, "Are you out of breath?" I said, "Yep." And he goes, "That's not good." I said, "That's the way it is. When
It
you get
is
to a
what
certain
it
point,
is. Yep.
when you get to a certain point with CHF and 15 stents and balloons and heart attacks and bypasses, gets to the point where it only does so much. But it's at least doing it, you know. As
Right.
long as things are pumping, it's good. And I've been having issue with the fluids, with fluid weight retention, because with my schedule sometimes I can't take a fluid pill, so I got to wait till I come back. And I've been the last couple of days I've been doubling up on the fluid pills and having to take potassium with it. And I mean, I got to watch how I move. If I turn fast, I'll start to get a Charlie Austin something, and it could be arbitrarily anywhere. And you gotta move slow, because if you kind of jerk a little bit, I'll get one in my shoulder, my arm, my leg. I went to get out the car today and almost got one in my groin. That would have been good.
Oh, would have been really painful.
Oh, I'm telling you. The inside of your thigh, boy, if you catch one up in there,
Yeah.
you'd rather be stabbed or something. Like, God darn it. Because there's nothing you can do to fix it. Just got to let it go.
Well, I bought some little dinky pills that you take if you're having that, and it just put a couple under my tongue, and within minutes it's gone.
Hmm. They're supposed to have a
It's-
spray now.
It's over the counter stuff.
It's supposed to be a spray you can spray on and stop it.
Let me see if I've got some. I'll tell you what it's called.
This is the Paul Murray Pharmaceutical Show today. Talking about pharmaceuticals and geriatrics. The old age edition.
Hmm.
I'm telling you. How old are you, Dominic? Like 53?
55.
Yeah, 55? Yeah. Another 14 years. I'll be 69 in
Now, I
February.
know a lot about things like that because my brother's 70, so I know what it's going to be like.
Man, and the thing is, I got a sister that, like I said, owned a restaurant, ate crazy all her life. She's 9 years older than me, and she didn't have any heart problems, none.
Hmm.
There it is.
I see it.
Highland leg cramp pills. And you just put a couple under your tongue, and it's gone within seconds.
I'm going to see about that.
You can get it at your regular pharmacy or your drugstore or whatever. But I think I bought this on Amazon.
And they probably have them at Walmart. Look.
Yep. Highlands, it's called. And inside that little is a little canister like that.
Yeah. It just like melts real quick, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like a nitro tablet.
Yeah, it is. Take one out and show it to you.
Well, yep, same thing. A little bit bigger, but
Just take it as a suppository, probably kicking in quicker.
Justin takes it as a suppository, he says.
No, I said take it as one. It'll probably kick in faster.
Let me tell you something, Justin. If you take, let's say, you take 3 ounces of liquor, okay, straight bourbon, and you take the
Uh-huh.
3 ounces of straight bourbon and drink it, okay, you're gonna be fine. You take that same 3 ounces and shoot it the other way, it'll absorb faster and it could kill you
Yep.
because of the way it absorbs different.
Yeah, because you got all those intestines and everything. They just
Well,
suck
it's
that
going
right
into your
in.
bloodstream almost immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your stomach and everything, the whole digestive system
Yeah.
acts kind of like a strainer.
Yep.
Well, it's the same difference as snorting pill versus taking it. It will hit your
Mhm.
bloodstream faster.
Mm.
That's why people do that kind of shit.
Well, that's why they snort cocaine,
Hmm.
right, Dominic?
Yeah. Definitely.
Are you asking Dominic?
Dominic's been around the world a little bit.
He was like, it wasn't my fault. It was the go-go 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, we are, Tim.
Oh, he piped right into the chat as soon as that conversation came up.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, poop shoot.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. He wants
If
to. He
we're
wants to
doing up
know.
to date.
Fuck, man, it's cold outside today. Shit, I gotta get my sweater on.
Yeah, it was 50 degrees. It was 38 this morning, 50 degrees when we were flying and walking around out there. And tonight it's supposed to get down to, I think, 29. Tonight's the cold night. First night, my son goes back to work. And he's got to work on the coldest night so far this year. Tell you, my brother would like watching this thing being made because what it does, it goes around and makes your rim, makes your inner rim, and once it gets the rims level, then it goes back and it starts doing all the supports like you see in the bridge, all the supports in there. And then after it gets that done, it starts on the rim again a little bit. Then it'll go back and start doing the supports again to keep it together and keep it supported. And I think that's amazing. And the one like I said, the one I'm making for my son is for the smaller, like a Red Bull can type of thing. And I was looking at it a little while ago and saying, as big as that is, how are they going to do that? And they did. They started bringing it closer.
Right back, guys. I left the
Okay.
light on out in the garage.
Oh no.
Last week at the tournament, they had the bags of popcorn $1 a bag. You know, I got a bag of popcorn. This week, I went to get when I got there, I got a bag of popcorn. They had a line through it that $2 a bag. So I'm trying to figure out why it's $2 a bag, except for the boys against the girls. So last night when I was leaving there, when they closed up, they took all the extra popcorn and just stuck them out there for people to take. So I got my $1 worth.
That's good.
It's
I
inflation,
don't feel
dude.
as bad now.
Inflation.
Like, what?
It's inflation. Outraising
No,
prices.
there's no inflation on that. They were just gouging what they were doing.
Either that or they were taking $2 for it, pocketing $1.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. They didn't even have it printed out. They just had a line through it. Line through it with two next to it.
Dude, I've seen people do that at concession stands where they actually were. Like when I used to work on the high school concession stand when I was in high school, kids used to do that shit
Mhm.
all the time. They would charge like an extra 50 cents or $1 for something and then they'd pocket it. They used to do that crap all the time back in the day. I don't,
Hmm.
people don't think when they go to places like that anyway, because shit's usually overpriced anyway. They don't think
Yeah.
about it, you know. You might notice it because you're at every game, but you know, like parents and other people, they probably won't notice it.
Well, I don't even buy them at our concession stand. Now the deal is when I go to my concession stand, they'll give it to me. But I don't do that because I don't want to go get something all the time. If it's a hot day, I'll go get a water from them. You know, but usually I have it all. I have everything I need with me. But I don't. I'd love to buy the food or go get the food from them, but I'm not going to eat before the game or during the game. I don't have time to do it because I'm walking or following the plays. But I like we went to Walker this year, and their hamburgers were like $7 for a hamburger. It was a hamburger that we sell at Mandeville for $3. It was crazy.
Yeah,
And that was on the
concession
visitor
stands are
side. I bet you the other side wasn't.
they're always expensive. Concession stands. I mean, no matter if you go to a fucking theme park or you go to
Oh, great.
a baseball field, football field, it don't matter. Their fucking shit's always expensive.
We need to see that, Tim.
I mean, look at fucking Disney. You go in there and a churro is like $14 for a fucking piece of dough with cinnamon and sugar sprinkled on it.
Yep.
Go shop at Disney Springs, dude. You'll go bankrupt by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Go in there and like a little cheapy, like 30-cent ring from China's, they charge like, you know, $40 because it's got Disney printed on it.
Well, that's what they do. They suck the money out of all the tourists.
Stop.
That's like they were breaking down the prices at what was it? I think the New York was it the Yankee Stadium? It was like
Yeah.
$15 or $16 for a hot dog or some shit.
Oh yeah.
They were breaking down what they're actually costs them to make the hot dog versus what they're selling it. Dude, it's only like a couple dollars to actually make the whole hot dog if you factor in condiments and everything. And they're charging, you know, anywhere between $12 to $16 or something for a hot dog. I can't remember what the price is, but it was really high. It was right under $20. You think about the average person can easily eat 2 hot dogs. Fuck, dude, you'll spend $100 on one person eating and getting drinks in there.
It's like at Saints game. You go to a Saints game between getting a nacho and a beer and a hot dog, $30.
Yeah.
Now, if I get there early enough, if they didn't change it, I think all the rest of the prices stayed the same. Just with the popcorn, they had changed. Maybe it was supposed to be 2 and they made it wrong, you know. But I remember last year it was $1. But if they still have the nachos for $3 tonight, I might grab one. That's not bad, $3 for a nacho. I load that joke up with hot pepper. Watch out.
Hot pepper is the deal, huh?
Oh, I'm telling you. I put as many jalapenos as I can on it. I do them here. I'll go get the jalapenos, the jar, and put it in the refrigerator. I'll go buy the cheese and get the stuff and make my own here.
See, I can't handle hot stuff.
No.
Tears me up. But down southern cooking, there's a lot of hot stuff down there, right?
Hmm.
A lot of seasoning.
Yep.
And my first wife was from Honduras.
Ooh.
And they had the pepper trees in the yard and everything here because she lived in New Orleans. And I could remember sitting out with her dad, understanding about 1/3 of what he was saying to me because he was talking to me in Spanish. Probably a little bit more. After 7 years, we were
Hmm.
married for 7.5 years. I started to understand it a little bit better. But
Hello,
we'd sit outside with the
Warren.
tequila and the ceviche and the peppers, and you take a spoon of the ceviche on a cracker, drink some tequila, and bite a jalapeno.
Hmm.
And that was we sit there all night doing that.
Oh,
And by the end of the night, I couldn't drive home. Somebody had to drive me.
Yeah, jalapenos aren't hot enough. You're right there.
They're pretty hot, fresh off the tree. But my cousin Bobby got a beef jerky. It was some kind of Reaper pepper, beef
Yeah,
jerky,
that sounds good.
and he had a whole bag of it. And he said when it came in, he said, "Finally came in, son." Like that. I said, "What is it?" It's like a Reaper pepper. It was a California Reaper, but it was a blend. And I looked at it and I said, "Well, how hot is it?" He said, "I'll give you a piece." He gave me a piece that might have been a half inch by a half inch. And I said, "Why are you being so cheeky? Give me a piece of that thing." He said, "You don't want no more than this. Try this." He said, if you put more than this, you can't do it." I looked at him and I bit into it. It had good flavor. And I'm chewing it, and it's got, I mean, really good flavor. It tasted really good. Then all of a sudden, that thing just like slapped me. It's like I was thinking, man, what the hell hit me like that? I mean, my nose started running. I mean, I couldn't breathe for a second. He said, "It's hot, huh?" I said, "Boy, is it hot?"
North Carolina Reaper's the hottest one in the world.
Yeah.
That one's really bad.
But I had to get a little piece like that for my kids and bring them home, make my kids try it. And Nick, he looked at me and said, "It can't be that hot." He threw it in his mouth, and boy, he just looked at me and he goes, "I knew better than ever trying that. I knew better." I said, "Yeah, that's from Bobby." And Bobby will go out there and get a beer and take a couple of bites off of those things and just sit there. But he grows them too. He's got peppers all in his yard. He'll walk over, he'll be talking to you, walk over, pull one off the bush and start eating it.
Mm.
Yeah, that sounds good. Jalapeno,
Yeah,
jalapeno
delicious,
jelly,
Warren.
jalapeno, jalapeno, jalapeno.
And Max, I didn't scam people in high school. I was an opportunist. There's a difference. I only paid the TAs for the finals answers and sold them. Never scammed anybody. I did that, what, 2 years, 3 years in a row? I paid the TAs for the finals answers, 2 different TAs,
Hmm.
sold them. Paid them each $50 in cash. Gosh, so many pieces. Oh, Murray, did you catch, um, Tammy's live stream last night?
No, I did not.
Yeah, she talked about you.
She
Very,
did.
she was actually very nice things about you.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Showed some clips from your show.
She's a good person. Well, that was nice.
Yeah, Tammy's on a nice list. Max isn't.
Max is not on the nice list.
What did Max do?
He's Max.
Oh, okay. No other reason, the sufferer's just Max.
It's what's that? Like the yin and the yang, or
Some kind of yang. You know, when we were on Uncle Bill's show the other night, they were on, and I got a note. Santa sent me and said I had to sign it and send back to Max and them the naughty and nice list, and that Ice, Jasper, and Tammy Jean were on a nice list, but Max was on a naughty list. So I had to send them the certificate from each one.
wow.
Yeah, I saw that. She showed those last night. I missed part of her show. I was doing some stuff with Aubrey and then, I kind of caught up a little bit later.
I was firing shots today and missing, so you're lucky right now. Just one across the bow, Max. Just one.
Yeah, I kind of skimmed through it the first hour or so that I missed. Kind of caught back up.
I'll make them when I get home.
Mhm.
I'll do that, Tim.
Called the hot ones. What is that about? I like watching the podcast where they get all the girls on from OnlyFans and trash the living shit out of them. What you are gonna be doing today, Dominic?
Uh, Probably have a nap in the afternoon. Not really much I can do. It's raining and almost winter back here.
Now, when it gets close to the holiday weekend, like Christmas, is it really busy out there or what?
No, there are some places that are on holidays here, so it was fairly busy around yesterday. But we
I'll
actually
check it
had
out
some
too.
fun. Hey. Let me-
Ron, what's up, Ron?
What's happening, guys?
Hey, Ryan, how's
Yeah.
it going?
What's
What's that?
Ron's got, hey, Ron,
Yeah.
there's a deer story that, somebody that's on the panel might like to tell you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I went out shooting with my son today out in Folsom, Louisiana. It's a little, it's out in the woods basically. And Folsom's a little small town like that, about 30 miles north of here. And all it is wooded area. So we walked out to where they shoot at all the time, right behind the house. We got there, the first shot, two does jumped up and took off. They were about 20 feet from us sitting in the bush. We didn't even see them.
Yeah, it
And
can
then
be
my
pretty.
son outshot me. He outshot me. My Marine Corps son outshot me today. So guess who cleans the weapon?
Hmm.
It was a
That's
clean
part,
lady.
that's part of the
Happens a
deal.
lot.
Yeah.
Right, Joe?
What'd you say?
So I'm guessing that happens a lot, huh?
That's the first time. First time he's ever outshot me.
Really?
What you been up to, Ron?
Nothing but working. I've got,
You got a lot of snow out there to change over to rain.
we got nothing here. Now 20 miles east of here, they got about 1.5 feet.
Wow. So you missed it.
Yeah. Well, so, I don't know if I gotta check the weather before tomorrow. See if there's anything up in North Dakota. I think I'm gonna head up there tomorrow instead of Sunday morning.
Let's stay overnight.
Yeah.
What time do you have to be there in the morning if you waited till?
8.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a what, a 4-hour drive?
Yeah, a little over.
Yeah, I would go up tomorrow night and then bunk out. So has the herd been around at all, Ron?
They've been here all day. I finally started feeding them again and they realized it. And they've been out all within 50 yards all day. Been in the yard about 20 times.
Wow.
Yeah, we had God, it was our second rescue at one of the mines this week. Where's my phone? They're called haul trucks. They're gigantic.
All those
Right.
great big ones with a great big thing on the back,
Big,
big dump
Wheel-
box,
yeah, wheels are like
huge.
probably twice as tall as me.
Yeah,
We had
12-foot tires.
Yeah, we had 2 of them collide the other night,
Ugh,
and
how bad did they get hurt?
How the hell did they manage that? How do they not see each other?
I don't know. Yeah, so it's not like,
And I'm sure they probably aren't that fast, are they?
they can boogie along probably, I think 35, 40 mile an hour. But it's not easy to stop though either. But yeah, this young kid, I don't know whether he fell asleep, what the hell happened, but they he ran into the bed of the other one and went, just cut through steel, went right through the cab. And
Oh.
Yeah.
he was pinned in there for, we were on scene for almost 2 hours. But
How was he dead or alive or?
he was alive.
That
Yeah,
sucks to be him.
legs were crushed.
Hmm.
Well,
Somebody wasn't paying attention.
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe how big those things are. Huge. Where's old Mr. Hodges?
Well, he's got somebody else in
Date
mind.
night.
Date night.
Mm.
Date weekend, I think.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad for him,
Yeah.
because I know he's been awful lonely ever since his wife died.
Yeah. What's her name? Was Bonnie? What, if I remember right?
Bonnie was his wife's name.
Yeah.
Sheila.
This one's name is Sheila.
Yeah.
And the pupper dogs really enjoy the hell out of Sheila.
Yeah.
What's
When she comes over, he doesn't see them. They're all over her.
Hmm. Well, I hope I remember everything. I'm sure once I get up there, everything will come back to me.
You're talking about the helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine.
Oh, is that the shift you're going to pull? Is a helicopter shift?
Mm. Yeah,
You kind of miss that anyway, don't you?
I do. Probably once I do the drive tomorrow, I'll maybe not miss it as much.
Yeah, isn't that funny how your mind forgets about the bad parts and only remembers the good?
Yeah.
Plays tricks on you.
Laura has a comment for you.
Yeah. No, there's not. She's got to come up with something new. I went off work this morning and picked out paint for the office, carpeting, and the wood panel planks that I'm going to put on the one wall.
That's right. You're redecorating the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to look pretty cool. That's why I'm kind of working all these extra shifts. Pay for all these little upgrades I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my desk won't be here till like the third week in January, I guess. But
What are they building it from scratch or something?
it, I mean, they may make them not custom, but it's a cedar log desk. So, like I said, I've had that one from Office Depot for like 15 years. It's falling apart. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to buy another one of those pieces of garbage.
Oh, Jody, Edward, Max Air, Little Llama Laura, Mr. Skyfly, everybody's here.
Full house.
The Laura, are you going to come on with us? Anybody like to come on? The link is up at the top of the chat. You don't have to stay forever. And you can come on with either with camera or off camera. Just as long as you have voice. Jonathan Jackson.
Way I feel right now is gonna be shoot this game, come home, and go to sleep.
Yeah, he's got to go shoot a basketball game tonight.
We had one of the kids and they played a team called from Phoenix. I don't even know where they're from. It's got to be a Louisiana team though. I want to figure out where it's from. But the kid, I sit on the baseline, like about 2 steps over, because if they come in, they usually hit in the middle and they don't hit by me. This kid went up to block the ball and he turns around and he's coming right towards me. And I'm talking about the speed difference in girls and boys of like 40 speed to 100 speed. And this guy turns around, he's coming into me, and all I did is I shot the picture, I just did this. And he had one hand here, one hand here. He was, oh, I'm sorry. I said, I saw you coming. But I knew how to get out of his way. And he turned around, looked at me, and he said, you did kind of move. I said, yeah, if not, you can put a hand right in my face. But he gets nasty back there. I got this one girl, Hannah, at least 3 times a year, she winds up in my lap. And she's already done it once this year.
Max Air wants to shut her down already. What? Time to shut her down. I don't think so. We got 20 people watching. And they're all here because Joe is sharing what he knows, and Dominic is doing his fatherly thing, and Ron is just the king of the show.
Yeah.
And Justin's folding clothes.
Yeah. Well, he's got to do his housely duties. I think he got it. Did he get the clothes washed and the dishes done? I don't know.
No, we hope so.
Hey, Timbo. Now he's got his housework he's working on there in between, Laura.
Yeah.
And Tim wants to know, Ron, if you're going to go on Matt's live stream at 8 o'clock.
I don't know. I'm a little tired. I may lay down here pretty soon.
Hmm.
I'll end up with 106 hours
This week?
by Monday. Yeah.
Wow. We're gonna have to start calling you the golden boy.
Yeah.
Tower? What was it?
Oh, you in between chores there, Justin?
Yeah.
Well, you disappeared for a while, and Laura said that you were in between chores. Otherwise,
I'm
you were
sitting here listening to you guys. I'm
Sarah was going to slap you.
building my Lego set.
Oh, you started doing what Laura's doing. Must
be a-
Well, I was helping the kids put all theirs together for Christmas.
Must be a
Right.
family trait
And
because his sister Laura, she loves them Lego games.
Hmm.
I kind of got into doing it. And so Sarah went and got me one the other day. I didn't know she did. And then I opened it up and started putting it together before she got home and she got mad at me. She wanted to give it to me.
Chop chop, Tim. Chop chop.
Tim's going into town soon.
Hmm.
Tim's got the heat wave in Australia, and Dominic
I
doesn't.
don't.
Dominic's got rain and cold weather.
Yeah, they stole all our heat.
Well, it's what do you consider a heat wave?
I consider a heat wave what they're doing in Queensland.
Did Tim change his name?
Yes,
Yep.
Yeah, the Oz American.
Oz
That's
American, and it should be an American Aussie, but
45
Yeah.
minutes.
Tim,
Yeah,
Tim
about
always did
45
like to
minutes
stir
for him.
things around a little bit,
45 minutes. Midnight your time.
Yeah.
Well, he's going on at 8 o'clock, not 7 o'clock Eastern time, right?
I thought he was
7
going on at
o'clock.
7.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I usually do is I usually shut down a half hour before he goes on.
I was
Yeah, which
hoping
is 10
Tim was
minutes
gonna come.
time.
I was hoping Tim was gonna come on here and say something about him. He usually fires Matt up. He'd be like, "Listen here, Timbo. I heard what you said."
Yeah.
Well, Tim's got to go to town to get some
Yeah, well,
Some more
Laura can come
liqueur.
on and pick on him.
some beer.
I love when Tim says something about him and then Matt hears about it. Because I probably have to message Matt and let him know.
Sure, just being helpful.
That one when he was saying Bill was better than Matt, that was fucking hilarious. And Matt didn't see any of it, and I surprised Matt with a special clip with all Tim in it. Oh, that was funny. Where's that P?
32 minutes left on that print.
What you do, Tim, is you go register American Aussie, and see which one you get more play on. You can
The
have more.
problem is you can only change your name twice. In a 14-day period,
Oh,
and if you keep doing it, the algorithm might just take a while to pick it up. If people keep searching for it and then go into Tim's channel, it should pick it up at some point, hopefully. But you can always punch in old channel names to find people too.
Yeah.
So like mine's, if you put in Drone or Gaming, mine's still gonna come up. Yeah, They'll just take a little while for it to
Laura
catch on.
says she has to message Sarah when you haven't gotten your chores done.
You ain't doing nothing, Laura.
Mike, night train.
Mm.
Good evening.
Hey, Night Train, how you doing?
Mike,
Mike,
Paul,
did you used to have snow up there, Mike, or no? Oh, look at somebody's got the big bear right there.
Yay.
This is Cleopatra.
That's Cleo, huh?
My baby girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's a big bundle of joy.
Paul, I'm gonna go lay down, so. I'll say
Okay,
good-
Ron. Hey, thanks for stopping in.
Yep,
Get some
Well-
rest, buddy. Can't burn the candle at both ends. Pretty soon you're out of candle.
yeah, I know. Alrighty, guys, well, have a good
Okay.
night.
Okay, take care.
yeah,
If we don't see you, have a happy new year, buddy.
Yeah.
You guys too, thank you.
guess he's getting a little tired, huh?
Joe's trying to stay awake. He's about ready to doze off too.
That's because he's old.
Dominic, what time is it over there?
It's 25 past 10, basically.
Okay,
AM. 1 hour in front of Tim.
yeah. So you're an hour ahead of Tim.
Currently, yeah. That finishes in April.
I grabbed her the other day and sat her up here while the thing was printing. So she watched it and then now she'll come to me. She knows it's not gonna bother her. It's my baby girl. This one is actually the boss. They realize it. What you got?
So the countdown is on. We've got 35 minutes till
Yep.
Northeast Drone Productions.
My weekly therapy session.
You suck, Max. You ass.
Jonathan wants to know what breed that dog was.
That is a Pomeranian Chihuahua. Amchi.
Mm-hmm.
But she's the boss. She'll sit over there and Loki will go get his food and come out and she'll sit there and walk with him all the way he goes. And he'll put down 3 or 4 pieces out on a carpet and she'll walk over there, eat 2 of them, and he'll eat the rest and he'll go get some more. And she does that to him all day. But
Ah.
he brings her food.
Oh, he's the provider.
Mm.
And like last night, they were all excited when I got home and they were in the back. That was funny. They were in the back, and I had them cordoned off because the guy was spraying. So I opened the gate up, and Loki took off. And about 5 seconds later, Tino took off, and she waited for about that other 5 seconds. She took off, run as fast as she could. She gets up front, and she starts fighting them and biting on them and everything else. Like, why'd you leave me back here?
Huh. Little upset from being left behind.
But she'll do that to Tino. She'll come up to him and she'll just stalk him and look at him, and he'll turn around and he'll go like this. He'll go and see it and say, "Oh, he'll go," like no, something's up, and he'll stand there for a second and look at it. And if he starts to move, she'll do that. She'll buck at him. So then he finally has enough, and he'll step back a little bit, and she'll come at him, and he'll knock her on her ass. And just pin her down and then step on and run over her. And then she chases them down, and when she catches up with him, she bites them, all the time.
Wow.
It's like
But
Bo,
that's her man.
it's like Bo, he just lays down on top of Tyson.
That's what you said. Because Bo weighs what, about 70, 80 pounds?
Yeah, he'll just lay down on top
And
of
what's
him.
Tyson weigh? About 12, 15?
He's a little over 10 pounds.
Under 10 pounds. Oh,
So if he starts getting like real ballsy and trying to bite Bo will just lay down on top of him.
knock it off, right?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
When I was growing up, we had my cousin bred German Shepherds, and we pre-train them for police training to get all the initial stuff down. Then they took over. So we do all of this, and I kept one, and I kept one of the German Shepherds, and my mother had a teacup poodle, little bitty poodle. You could put her in your hand. She was about this big, just little thing. And she was over there messing with Venus one night in the kitchen, and Venus would growl at her, and she'd run over there and she'd bite her on the mouth, and Venus would just hit her and knock her across the room. She'd slide. So all of a sudden, everything got quiet. And I'm sitting there, and I turned around and I went, "Where's Jolie?" And everybody's looking around, and I looked over at Venus and said, "Where is Jolie?" She opened her mouth and Jolie came out. She had her in her mouth.
Wow.
She was just putting her in her place. That's what she was doing. I said, "Boy, I'm glad you hurt that dog." My mother said, "Okay, Venus goes outside." That was the beginning of the end for that dog.
Mhm.
Yeah, she had to go live outside from that point on. And then my mother slapped her one day, and she turned around and almost bit my mother. And if I wouldn't have been there, she would have attacked my mother, because that's the way she was trained. She was fighting the aggression. And every time my mother would walk outside and we weren't around, she'd stalk my mom. So I made a phone call to the guy that handled all of them for the police. I said, "I have a female for you if you want it." He came down and looked at it and took her. So she went to the New Orleans Police Department. She actually, about 6 months later, they were chasing a guy down, couldn't get to him, let her go, and she caught him. She got him.
She caught him.
Yeah, she got somebody in our yard too, because that was another thing that happened about 6 months earlier. She came up and she was sitting up. We lived upstairs on the second floor, and you came down and had a patio, and it was a tin patio that had like a tin covering on it, and then you had cement steps. And I heard her growl. She used to sit on top and watch the yard at night. And I heard a little rumble growl, and then I heard her walking across it, and then I didn't hear anything. And I figured it was a cat or something that came in the yard or by the yard. So the next morning, I go downstairs. I'm getting ready to go in the garage, and she comes over to me, and she's telling me, "Come see." She's trying to make me go to the back of the yard. So I go to the back of the yard, and when I get back there, I notice there's something on the ground. It doesn't look right. And I look at it, and I'm saying, "That's blood." So I'm looking at the blood, and I'm doing a trail of blood from where it's coming. The back door of the garage was open. So I'm following this trail of blood all the way to the fence. And when I get to the fence, they got a piece of blue jean in the fence. So I reach over and go to pick up the piece of blue jean. Now I'm like 16 years old. And when I grab it, it's the back of the guy's leg, the calf, like in a muscle. She done bit it off.
It had meat in it.
Oh, yeah, it had meat in it. I grabbed it and went, "What the hell is this?"
Wow.
And she bit it out, right? And then on the other side of the fence, there's more blood in the trail. So I go inside and call the police. They come out and look at it. And they knew us because we used to supply the dogs.
Uh-huh.
they're looking at her and everything, and they go look at, they trail it, and one of the other guys came back and said, "We found him. It's about a half a block down the street underneath the house. He died. He had
Wow.
bled to death." And they said, "Yeah, she bit the back out, and the arteries are there. He bled to death." And that was about 3 months earlier. So she got the taste of biting somebody, but that's the way she was trained.
Check this clip out from like what it was a few days ago. I'll watch what he says.
Pair of stolen vehicles. Tamari is 24, and he's running with this 14-year-old. Pasco says they suspect these two guys of approximately 35 burglaries of vehicles in their counties. Well, when we were arresting Tamara Lucas, he made the statement, "Hey, I'm in Osceola County. I'll be in, I'll be out." One of the detectives said, "No, this is Polk County." And he said, "O.F. Grady Judd. Those guys don't play there."
Now, Polk County.
That guy said,
That's
"Oh,
good.
Polk County."
Screwed up.
Well, we actually have groups that actually avoid coming into this county. Like the biker clubs and stuff, they don't like coming in or at Polk County. A lot of times they'll kind of tinker around the edges of it.
Hello, Steve Carpenter's in the chat.
Justin, that guy that killed the guy the other day in Lacombe, his girlfriend was 19, never been in trouble before, and she told St. Tammany that the reason they went around they went 40 miles out the way to get to Folsom, where I was today. The reason they did that is because he did not want to go through Covington because the shift that was on would have caught them. And that was my son's shift. And I was at the game and I was telling somebody about it yesterday. And he looked over at me and he said, "Yeah, your son works for Covington." He says, "Yeah, there's some bad dudes up there." He said that the Covington Police Department got it going. He said, because nobody wants to get in trouble up there because as soon as they get in trouble, they catch them.
Yeah, that's the way it is around here too. They don't like screwing around here too much.
Yeah, they roll 3 on everything. That's what he said. He said, "Yeah, we get a call, they roll 3." I said, "Yep, they roll 3."
Well, our county actually only ever had one unsolved murder, and they actually solved it not too long ago. It was like a 40-year-old murder, and they figured out because the guy had his family members had sent DNA in to those DNA, like the DNA things when people track their family and shit.
Right.
Well, guess what? The police departments can search all that shit because it's all public. And so they're always comparing DNA to cold cases in those databases. And they found the guy, but unfortunately he had already died a few years back from a heart attack. So they couldn't arrest him, obviously.
There ain't no way in hell I'm ever doing that. I don't know what could be out there.
But no, what it was his family member sent in the DNA and they figured out he was family of the guy. And the guy was a suspect back in the day, but they could never prove it.
Well, this is the worst part. This guy that shot the guy the other day, the guy's Mario, is his name. Justin pulled him over about 3 weeks ago. He was driving and he knew it pulled him over for it was tinted windows they pulled him over for. And when he got him out the car, got everybody out the car, it was the same girl. It was her car, and he wound up telling them he gave a summons to change. He did that. They didn't arrest him and bring him in. Gave him a summons, like a ticket. And he said he had the guy, if he would have had something to lock him up for, and if they would have, because he had shot a guy in a beater, and if they would have had the warrant out with St. Tammany for the guy he shot in the beater, that they knew who he was, but they didn't put a warrant out. They said they could have got him off the street before killing this other guy.
Yeah,
like I said, when St. Tammany, I was listening to the thing. let me hear the broadcast when they were going back and they said, yeah, it's Mario. So they gave the name and said, we got his known addresses. We got his thing like this. One of them from St. Tammany said, dispatch, tell Covington to stay in their lane. The chief went off. The chief went completely off with St. Tammany Parish. He says, if he's coming through Covington, that is our lane. Like that, and said, we know where he lives. We know his whereabouts. If we could ping his phone and tell you right where he's at right now. But that was uncalled for. I mean, that's unprofessional.
Yeah. Well, Justin, I think I'm going to close it down so you guys can take a break before Matt comes on.
All right.
I will probably watch a restream.
Yeah.
I probably won't get back till after 8. Y'all might be off.
Okay, Joe, thank you. Dominic, wherever he may
We'll see
be.
y'all.
We'll see all of you again tomorrow.